Hello, I'm Douglas Maddy and welcome to Altered Perceptions. In these videos we're going to be looking at the performances from the TV show Penn and Teller's Fool Us. I'm a magician with over 25 years of experience and I'm going to be watching these episodes alongside various guests so that we can get the perspective from an audience member's point of view as well.
Put the makeup on and stuff.
That's the point. Yeah, I haven't done my hair or my makeup. Am I glary?
You're granted.
Am I shiny?
Yeah, just sort of like godly, like, especially with this light behind you. Oh,
attractive, like godly.
Hello, Grant.
Hello.
What was that thought you just had?
Well, for me, magic, I've always liked it. You know, I was brought up. I was brought up watching all these kind of things, and it was the masked magician that went through and deconstructed all of the illusions that was, you know, the groundbreaking wow factor, like how they get an elephant to disappear. But that masked magician was my all-time favourite.
So you like to find out how tricks are done?
Yes.
So
And then I'm disappointed because then I know it's just every time I say it, like, nah.
So do you like magic?
I do.
You do. And so do you like the performance or finding out, or both?
I like the performance, especially when it's like very theatrical. I like the music. I like the way that it all, you know, happens.
Do you like David Copperfield?
Yes.
He's a good-looking man.
Very, an absolute beautiful man.
Beautiful specimen of a magician.
He is an Adonis.
An Adonis
of beautiful men.
He has his own island as well. He's got several of them.
And yeah, and tigers.
And no matter where he is in the world, even if he's indoors, he's always got the wind blowing his hair. Do you think that matters, like fooling someone, or do you think that you can have a trick, like say Tommy Cooper, for example, if you remember him, I don't know, sort of like he'd get all his tricks wrong and it didn't really matter because it was his character that people kind of adhered to?
No, to be honest with you, there's two kinds of magic for me. There's the comedy side of magic where it doesn't matter what the trick is, as long as the delivery makes you chuckle, it's entertaining. And then you've got, as I said earlier with the masked magician, or the theatrical side of things where it's very flamboyant.
Yeah, press the button this time if you want to. It's the top, where's that one there? It's working security.
Yeah, I think I might.
Fool us. Ready for more magic? Good, because here comes this guy.
She's got freaky eyebrows when she talks, though.
Yeah, they like move up and down.
Magic is that it's storytelling. For example,
Very
I always grew up with stuffed pandas.
Yes.
I brought my stuffed panda into the act because I needed something to share with my audience that shows my innocence.
Everybody loves
the
the
way
panda.
that I used to be. I was bullied a lot in high school.
And the red one is the bully, so we really don't much care what his name is, so...
There were 2 to 3 years where I truly
how come
felt
he's got, like,
completely and
whole,
entirely
like...
alone. So my magic shows the brokenness that I've gone through to encourage people to
How come he's got like a whole like
I wanted
write up
genuine
to
connection
him
with
when
real people.
the 12-year-old
Now,
didn't?
If you like
No,
my
she
magic,
did. She was,
do you
but she
like
spent most of it talking
me?
about the fact that her uncle was on the show or whatever.
Yeah, maybe I switched off at that point then.
Yeah.
Put your hands together for illusionist Josh Farley.
There's the panda again.
Growing up, I was your
But marshmallow in the background.
Yeah,
homeschooled kid.
is that a
I'd
DJ
spend my
deck?
evenings drinking Earl Grey tea and solving crossword puzzles with my stuffed panda. You may wonder how I fit this into my thriving social schedule. Somehow I found the time. Shockingly, not much has changed in the last 15 years, but I did find a way to take my quirky eccentricities, kinks, and thousands of hours worth of free time,
Have you seen the film
aka
Joker?
the things
The
that
new one?
used to get
No.
my ass kicked, and put them into an act that got me on this stage tonight. So take that, you ass
Yeah,
kickers.
I rebel at things like that. People say that it's great.
I'm now a magician, and my
I'm not gonna watch
panda
it
is now
because-
my DJ.
I was like that when Take That was out. And
Yeah.
I'm not listening to Take That. When they split up, I thought, right, I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
listen
music
to it,
now.
yeah.
Same with Robbie Williams.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to Robbie. Everyone loves him. Then when he went out of fashion, I'm like, let's have a listen.
Yeah.
We've developed a magical crossword puzzle for you. Now, unlike other illusionists, I'm going to tell you exactly how this trick works, and you still won't believe me.
I'm loving the panda.
Pretty tight fit. You
Yeah.
They're posing.
Great.
This is a different type
Some
of
say that
illusion to what I'm
words
used
can't
to
hurt
seeing.
you, but this now grown-up, homeschooled reject begs to differ.
Very
So
self-deprecating.
tonight,
Yes.
every time Penn and Teller solve a crossword clue, I'm going to push one of these wooden word blocks into our puzzle. So Penn, what's a 6-letter word for annoyed to the point of distraction?
Oh, little dig at Teller.
Teller? Exactly. Great job.
Okay. Even if they don't know how to do it, they're going
And
to tell
Teller.
them they know how to do it now.
I'm looking for a 4-letter word for verbose. Penn! Precisely.
This is very interesting. I'm not sure. Oh, of course, this is
And-
in the
Because she's
box.
inside, yeah.
Both Penn and Teller. A 5-letter word for your favorite place on Earth.
Vegas.
Vegas.
Beautiful.
What
Right
if they
again.
would have said
Incredible.
something else?
They got it wrong then, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Now, at this point, you're probably all wondering just how Brooke has managed to contort her body to avoid so many deadly words.
Oh, she might be in the panda outfit.
Now, that would be interesting. But if
But I
she is in
promised
it,
you
she's
that
got
I would
manly
divulge
hands.
Our secret.
No boobs.
You see, while you were
all about
distracted by
boobs,
all these
No,
obscure
but I'm
words,
just saying. I'm just looking for them right
back
now.
of the box. She's hiding behind it right now. Take a look. Psych. And I mean, psych. A 5-letter word for whatever our speaker just said was done purely to mess with our listeners' minds. And indeed, I am messing with your mind. Brooke never
It's going
left
on
the
a bit
puzzle.
now,
This is
You
it's
would have
trying to be
noticed
clever,
that.
but it's
The
just
answer
a bit,
annoying.
lies in a 4-letter
it's
word,
just a bit dragged
meaning
out.
present and at hand. Here. She's here. To be more specific, she's actually right here. You see, Brooke has trained her body to fit within this tiny center post. And now you don't believe me. Show him, Brooke.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
That I didn't see that coming.
No.
As Sherlock Holmes once said, whenever you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. So the next time that you're feeling rejected, just remember that it's not always about fitting in. Sometimes it's just about being here. A 4-letter word, meaning present and in the moment. Right, Brooke?
I was close. Look at that. Panda. Dab.
Very impressive.
Thank you so much.
So the story of
Nice
the
little
trick
twist
is
on that.
actually a true
Yeah,
story?
that,
It is a true
I
story.
thought
I
that
was
was
homeschooled.
quite
Both
good.
of my parents are here tonight.
It-
See what he says
My parents
now.
actually drove
Quiz
the
you on
prop
it.
here. My dad built
That
the
is a
illusion.
great prop. It's a great prop.
Beautiful. So this is a one-of-a-kind trick.
Yeah.
This is a
I haven't
one-of-a-kind
seen that
illusion. No one else has built or performed this before. And we built it specifically for Penn and Teller this
It
stage
looks like
tonight.
it's based on a
So
very old
So
pencil.
what inspired this trick?
I like to.
I would have I
tell
think
my
I would have
story
preferred it if
through
it was like
magic.
sword.
And so we selected this to
Go
share a
traditional.
little
That's
bit
how
about
you would
my
normally do it. Yeah.
insecurities, as well as getting over those insecurities, and hopefully to inspire
Then again, you
people
can't
to
really put your hand
realize
in the
that
sword.
it's okay to feel different. It's okay to feel like you may not fit in because
Oh,
those are the
this is
things
running
that
Yeah,
theme,
yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
who you
yeah.
are.
Woe betide the boy.
Well, let's see if Penn and Teller have puzzled out your...
No, you were rubbish. Get off. We reject you. Oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So, Grant, your thoughts on that whole presentation performance and our listen?
I thought it was quite good. It did come out a little bit. I found him quite annoying. But the principle of the trick was very good. I like the idea that, you know, it was a play on words. And I wasn't expecting Brooke to appear behind the deck and the panda to be in the box.
Even though I said that she'll probably be in the panda thing. I even knew that would happen. I didn't know there was going to be a script.
But I didn't want to take that one away from you. I'd let you come to that.
When it came out as the panda, I was like, there she is. That even for me, even when I've seen this trick loads of times, the actual trick itself was completely different because it was a different type of prop. I think it was an old method, and the little twist at the end I thought was lovely. But like you say, it just dragged out a bit with the presentation and the poor me story.
And he was trying to be too clever with his words and trying to be very, comedy-esque. It was.
I don't think his jokes fitted his persona. He's got a very deep voice.
Yes.
And if he just played it straight...
and it should have been totally matter-of-fact, none of the, trying to be...
Yeah, if he'd have come out and been like, Penn, what's this? Vegas, Vegas. But he was all like, when I was younger, I was all insecure. But you got a manly voice and you're older now.
Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah. So, marks out of 10.
That was thoroughly enjoyable.
Do you know how it was done?
No.
Oh, that's good. And I like the hand. I didn't expect that to come out.
I'm going to give it a 7.
A 7?
Maybe a 6.5.
Ooh, lovely.
And I've taken half a point off of the 7 because his jokes were rubbish and he was annoying.
So you're saying 6.5?
6.5.
Now, if he falls them, will that go to a 7 or will
yes,
it
it
stay
will.
at 6.5?
No, if he falls them, I'll give him his extra point back for being annoying.
And do you think it fooled him?
I think because it's an old trick principle, I think that they will know how it happened. But as the first one with the pom poms,
you never know.
You never know what's going to happen. But having a hand in a word, that was quite cool. And yeah, I think they'll know how it's done, but it could be another.
I don't think it would have even fooled the masked magician.
Trick. Penn, tell her.
Oh, Josh, you have a certain kind of ethereal confidence. That's very, very nice. I love the pacing the most of this whole thing. It's just gentle and kind.
So he
and
actually
honest.
liked what
and
we hated.
Speaking of honest, you really were telling the truth. No one else believed you. We did. Wonderful to see this blade box type setup, but not using, the stuff they stick through, blades or swords, whatever they do in that kind of stuff, is never really dangerous. You just have to pretend it's dangerous. So using the words and using the crossword image for looking inside there is really wonderful. Also, people at home might think that any sort of trick like this is done with mirrors. It's not. If it was done with mirrors with some sort of turn, there'd be some sort of glitchy reflections, which you didn't have there. You solved that really nicely. And being homeschooled, I know that a lot of people I know who are homeschooled, which I'm all in favor of, by the way, have a real love of literature. I don't know if you ever read Ibsen's The Dollhouse, but you probably read a lot of stuff like that. A lot of stuff like The Dollhouse and other classics
where's he going with this?
We've loved every bit of the routine, loved your innovations, and do not think that you fooled us. What do you think, Josh?
So, no, you did not fool me. You're wonderful. Thank you so much. This is a dream come true.
I think you said that backwards, but you didn't fool us, is what you meant.
Correct.
Get your words right.
Yeah. Damn you.
But it was wonderful to watch. Thank you so much.
Great job, Josh. So great, man. So great.
Your thoughts? You were right, he didn't fool them. What do you think he could have done better for you to enjoy the performance a bit more?
Try not to be overly clever, and if you're going to try and make jokes, try and make them
funny,
fit in. I like any kind of joke. It doesn't have to be funny.
Okay.
I like your typical dad stuff. I like anything that doesn't conform to
social norms, and greases the wheels a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think if he should have been thinking more along the lines of make the joke appropriate to the persona of the person that's delivering it.
Yes, yeah.
And I think he was just trying to
Is that the joke or the delivery? Would you say, or both?
A bit of both. If you're going to be like, it was a little bit two-dimensional. If he would have been more dynamic, adjust it to what you're saying, because it was just very monotone. There wasn't much in the way of.
That's what Penn liked, though, isn't it? I suppose it's a personal taste thing. I suppose because he's so used to Vegas and everything being flashy, and it's nice to slow it down a bit. But we live in England. We want something a bit more Vegasy.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So it's the thing I'd say about him is that this whole stuff always me as a teenager that didn't quite fit in, I was a misfit and all that's not who he is now, but it seems to be who he is internally. It's like his voice has grown up, his image has grown up, like his whole stage presence has grown. He's got confidence, but he's still got this kind of like, if he can just let go of that, still take the principle forward, but with wisdom, not with like the sort of like the poor me kind of, we can all, I think if you just cut off that whole narrative.
I think a lot of people use that narrative in order to get an element of maybe sympathy. So you are not so judgmental of the delivery and thinking, he was a little bit, pushed out when he was a child and all that kind of thing. And then you go, it doesn't really matter because he is this magician now.
But he still seems pushed out. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He should come across. Have you seen like Tony Robbins? Do you know Tony Robbins? Like, hi, how are you? Yeah. Like he could do that. I'm not saying he's got to go full Tom Cruise on us, but like he could be a bit, or Schwarzenegger, but he could be more kind of like owning his stuff now, saying this is how I was, this is how I am now, and you can be too, and it be inspirational as opposed to don't worry,
because the girl in the clip before was more inspirational than him.
Thank you.
And
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
She was sort of like, it was like being like aligned. It's like he was still a bit unaligned, even though on the exterior he was a lot more confident. On the inside he's not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Where she was like, boom, this is it, that's what I'm doing.
That's how we
I'll
do
fool
it.
you next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And he's going,
oh yeah. Oh, I said a word wrong.
Yeah. Maybe next time I'll put something different in the box.
Yeah. Exactly. It was self-doubt,
Yes.
Insecurity. So, that's our constructive criticism.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll be notified of our latest videos.